The stadium lights in Cleveland cut through the night like spotlights on destiny. As Shedeur Sanders jogged toward the huddle for his first NFL start, the entire arena rose in anticipation. This moment wasn't just about football. It was about a journey that stretched from Texas fields to HbcuStadiums, from national criticism to cultural impact, and from being overlooked to finally standing at the center of an NFL field. Every camera locked onto him. Every fan leaned forward. The noise swelled, the emotion intensified, and the weight of his entire path sat on his shoulders. Yet Shedeur's expression never changed. Calm, ready. This was the moment he worked for all his life. Early life. Born on February 7, 2002, in Texas, Shedeur Sanders grew up surrounded by the energy of elite sports. As the son of Deion Sanders, expectations were unavoidable. People assumed his journey would be easy, but Shedeur understood early that his father's name came with pressure, not shortcuts. Every throw he made as a kid was judged. Every mistake was magnified. Every success was questioned. But instead of being overwhelmed, Shedeur developed a mindset built on discipline, not entitlement. He studied the game's details, learning how to read defenses, how to command the field, and how to lead with poise. He didn't want to be known as the son of a Hall of Famer. He wanted to create his own legacy through work, not reputation. High school years at Trinity Christian School. In Cedar Hill, Shedeur became known for his elite preparation. Coaches praised his understanding of the game, his accuracy, and his calmness under pressure. His senior year was exceptional. He threw for more than 3,700 yards and 43 touchdowns, proving he had the arm talent and decision-making of a top recruit. Recruiting analysts ranked him a 4-star quarterback, recognizing his mechanics and leadership. Yet even with the numbers, attention, and accolades, major Power 5 programs hesitated. Some coaches quietly believed he succeeded only because of his father. Others underestimated his competition. Shedeur saw every slight, absorbed every doubt, and used it as fuel. Instead of complaining, he kept training. Instead of seeking validation, he sought improvement. Those years taught him something he'd carry for the rest of his career. Respect is earned slowly and lost instantly. Choosing Jackson State. When recruitment season came, Shedeur made a decision that changed the landscape of college football. Although he initially committed to Florida Atlantic, he later chose Jackson State after his father became head coach. His move made headlines. A top quarterback choosing an HBCU in the modern era was almost unheard of. It wasn't about convenience, it was about purpose. Shedeur wanted to elevate HBCU football to show that elite talent didn't need to hide behind big programs to succeed. Critics claimed he'd hurt his NFL chances. They said he needed Power 5 competition. But Shedeur wasn't chasing approval. He was embracing culture, history, and the chance to build something meaningful. Dominance. At Jackson State, the moment Shedeur stepped onto the field. At Jackson State, he silenced critics with performance. In 2021, as a freshman, he delivered 3,231 passing yards and 30 touchdowns, becoming the first HBCU player to win the Jerry Rice Award, given to the best freshman in the entire FCS. In 2022, he improved even more, throwing for 3,752 yards and 40 touchdowns while leading Jackson State to a 12-1 record, stadiums filled with fans, networks broadcasted games nationally, and HBCU football gained attention unseen in decades. His success wasn't hype, it was execution. But even then, doubters continued saying he hadn't faced top-tier defenses. They insisted he needed a bigger stage. Shedeur understood that the next step wasn't just about proving talent, it was about proving adaptability. Transfer to Colorado. In 2023, Shedeur transferred to the University of Colorado after Deion Sanders accepted the head coaching role. Almost instantly, Colorado became the most watched team in college football. Every game felt like an event. Every Saturday became a cultural moment, and Shedeur was at the center of it all. His first game at Colorado was one of the most explosive debuts in NCAA history. He threw for 510 yards, breaking Colorado's single-game passing record on day one. Over the season, he totaled 3,230 yards and 27 touchdowns with only 3 interceptions. This was despite taking more hits than almost any quarterback in the Power Five. He was sacked repeatedly, pressured constantly, yet his poise remained unshaken. His intelligence at the line of scrimmage, his timing, and his ability to create plays under pressure turned him into one of the most respected quarterbacks in college football. Still, criticism followed. Some believed he held the ball too long. Others questioned whether his game would translate to the NFL. But every doubt sounded familiar, and Shedeur responded, the only way he knew, by working harder. Entering the NFL. When the time came to enter the NFL, Shedeur's reputation had already shifted. Scouts noticed his accuracy, pocket awareness, and leadership. They respected his resilience after enduring one of the toughest offensive line situations in the nation. The Cleveland Browns recognized his potential and brought him into the franchise. But entering the league didn't guarantee success. The NFL is a world governed by competition, not reputation. Shedeur had to earn trust. He had to learn the playbook, adjust to the speed, process defenses faster than ever, and show he could command a huddle full of veterans. Through training camps, practice sessions, and preseason snaps, he showed growth, intelligence, and maturity. Teammates quietly noted his calm presence. Coaches appreciated his attention to detail. He wasn't treated like a star. He was treated like a rookie who needed to prove himself. And over time, he did. His first NFL start. Last night, the moment finally came. Shedeur Sanders was named the starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. As he stepped onto the field, the weight of his journey entered the stadium with him. The pressure didn't shake him, it centered him. From the opening drive, Shedeur played with confidence and clarity. He scanned the field, trusted his reads, and delivered precise throws. Early in the game, he completed a perfectly timed pass down the seam for his first NFL touchdown, and the stadium erupted. His teammates felt the shift. His composure lifted the offense. His energy sparked belief. Throughout the game, he avoided panic, adjusted protections, escaped pressure when needed, and played like someone who had spent his entire life preparing for this exact moment. By the final whistle, the Browns walked away with a victory, but the bigger story was the quarterback who led them. A quarterback who had been doubted, underestimated, overlooked, and questioned at every stage. Yet here he was, shining on one of the biggest stages in the world. Conclusion. Shedeur Sanders' rise to his first NFL start is a story of resilience, not entitlement. He wasn't handed a career, he built it. From high school fields where major programs ignored him, to Jackson State where he uplifted an entire culture, to Colorado where he turned Saturdays into national events, Shedeur showed that greatness comes from persistence, preparation, and belief. His first NFL start wasn't accidental. It was earned through years of work, sacrifice, and unbreakable confidence. And while last night marked a new beginning, one thing is clear. Shedeur Sanders isn't just following a legacy. He's creating one,